new day, a new day, a new day, a new day, a new day. So I'm reclaiming myself. So I want this to be about you reclaiming your energy, reclaiming your mental space. Today is a new day, and I want to speak about clarity itself. Let's talk clarity. And I don't even want to talk about it as a concept. Nope, because it's not a concept for me. For me, it's about something when I feel it. I can feel clarity in my body. You can feel clarity in your body. Have you ever noticed how different you feel when, let me see, someone's energy is no longer in your space, right? You breathe deeper. Your mind slows down, and your body finally rests. It's like going to the beach. And, you know, when you get off of work and you go home, what is that? You know, it's a part of your nervous system. And in my perspective, it's always listening. Even when you're trying to make things work. So, let me ask this question. How much of your exhaustions come from what you're tolerating, rather than what you're doing? Clarity often begins with distance, not always permanent. Not always permanent distance, but enough space to finally see what is. And here's my truth, my understanding. Most people resist that. They resist it. Accepting what is does not mean you approve of it. It just means you stop negotiating with reality. Ask yourself, for me, just ask yourself, where is it in my life am I trying to change? Change to someone who is committed to staying the same. Because that's where our energy will leak. That's where your energy will leak. Trying to stay the same. That's where your mental clarity disappears. Now, here's a shift. Instead of reacting to that change, just try to begin to observe it. And instead of participating in a pattern that you step outside of it, and when you do that, just something powerful will happen. Just try to take of something that you said you won't change. Try to find it and then see another side of you doing that. Let your brain calm that down so you stop replaying like the conversations of what you don't, won't, ain't gonna tolerate. Just stop analyzing every moment, because It's there for a reason. But perhaps that reason is exactly what you refuse to move into. But move from the emotional spinning, is what I'm saying, into a mental stability, because that is important over all things, even if you know what you're not going to do. Let me ask you something. What would change if you stopped taking a person's behavior that is against something that you're not going to tolerate personally, a behavior that is just think for a minute. What if it's not even about you? What if it's a limitation in the person? It's their capacity, their awareness, and their emotional availability. What if it's just that? It's nothing that you've been thinking like somebody is attacking you, like they attack you, or even rejection. They don't want you because you didn't understand what you're not doing and why they're doing something to you. It's just their limitation. Excuse me. Their limitation, and from that awareness that you start to see is where you get your options to make decisions. Decisions like you ask yourself, do I stop chasing what's missing or do I start building what I need? Because clarity itself requires responsibility. So if someone cannot give you peace, you must become the source of your own, period. Just like that. The source of your own peace if someone doesn't give you peace. So what does that look like? Excuse me.
Car keys.
Out there on the foyer to the right when you go out the door. Excuse me, everybody. Our routines, our disciplines, our practices, of course, that's an existence of independence for yourself, and it's for anyone else. It's from anyone else. So let me ask you this. What are you doing daily that no one can take away from you? No one can take it from you. It's a part of your foundation. That is actually your stability in your foundation. And then there's this principle. And it's simple. And just because it's simple don't mean that it's easy. And what you do is you just let them. You let them be distracted. You let them be distant. You let them stay exactly where they are. That's it. That's it. Why? Why, you might be asking? Because when you stop trying to control someone's behavior, okay, you finally regain control over your own mind. And that is where our power is. That's where our power is. That's where your power is. So now here's a final shift. I wish some of y'all learn how to stop waiting. Stop pausing your life for someone else's attention. Please, just stop putting yourself on hold. I got some nerve asking y'all to do that, huh? Who am I? Oh, I'm a nobody. But I'm asking you that. I'm asking you to do that, and instead just, move, read, study, grow. Read, study, build, and grow. And it don't even matter whether they meet you where you going or not. And here's my last and final question. What would your life feel like if you treated your time, your energy, and your peace as non-negotiable? Just think about that. Think about it. Because the moment that you do that, everything changes. You are no longer a reactor. You are no longer chasing. And you're definitely no longer drained. And you become clearly. And when you have power over your own mind, nothing external gets to decide your state.